Unconscious biases affect many of the decisions we make in all aspects of our life, and the workplace is no exception. Multiple studies have shown that hiring and promotional practices are influenced by unconscious bias. BuzzFeed and the Huffington Post put out stories about a man named Jose Zamora, who applied to hundreds of jobs without receiving any responses. But when Jose changed his name to Joe Zamora on his resume, he suddenly got follow-ups for the same positions he'd applied for previously. And of course, these biases aren't just restricted to names. In a study put out by the University of North Carolina, the clearest indicator of women getting a promotion was if their bosses had wives with careers of their own. Sometimes those intangible good feelings we have about a person stem from how closely they align with our unconsciously biased idea of what's normal. With that in mind, it's important to take a step back and think about all the factors that influence our perception of our friends and colleagues. Who are you calling on in meetings? Whose ideas stick with you? Who do you think shows a lot of promise? No matter how well-intentioned we are, some of our answers to these questions and our decisions about people are based in biases, and that fundamentally limits us. We may feel a sense of familiarity and safety when we interact with people who share our demographic, educational, or temperamental traits. But our comfort zones cut us off from finding all the great talent and rewarding relationships that exist outside of them. Keep in mind that unconscious bias is a factor in business decisions because it's a factor in all decisions. It may be uncomfortable to try doing things a different way or to move outside of what's familiar, and that's okay.